What is up, Nug Gang? It is time for another reaction video, and this time I'm actually streaming with my hair, not a wig. This is a big thing, and it's only because I took time to do it. So here we are. Anyways, today I'm going to be reacting to Citizen Soldier's new song, Isolate. It's been a long time since I've reacted to Citizen Soldier, so it is about time, and I know I need to catch up on them majorly. So that will be happening as well. So at the end of this reaction, I will vote if I believe the song to be SPOICY or cringe. So please stick around for my vote. That doesn't mean a damn thing, but I just enjoy doing it. So yeah, stick around for the things. And also, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe because those things are super duper important in the YouTube universe. That is my channel. So please do the things. And I forgot to move my mic down from my little pedestal. Moved it down. Hopefully you guys could still hear me okay. I think so. So I think we're good. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and continue with this reaction. So here we go. Pop! That sound is annoying.
My secret place, I hide away. My only way to be okay. So much abuse stitched in my brain. The only world I've known betrays. Just let me sleep. Just let me sleep.
So I want to pause for a moment. This song is touching on a lot of things that like definitely I relate to, and probably, you know, a lot of you out there also relate to. You know, when you're going through certain things, like I'm, you know, going to use, you know, my personal experience with depression and anxiety. When I'm going through a really, really rough time, I do want to isolate. I don't want to be around people. And sometimes like it's difficult because then when I feel like I'm coming out of that depression mode, like, because depression is episodic, and sometimes you can go through like periods of where it lasting, you know, maybe like a few weeks, and sometimes it'll last for months. It just depends on what you have and the complexity of what's going on with you. And you know, it's the same thing with, you know, bipolar and PTSD. Like there's a lot of like mental health things out there that sometimes like you feel like you just want to be isolated. But the problem is when you separate yourself from other people, it's like, okay, when you feel like you're ready for them, sometimes it's hard to connect with those people again, unless those people understand your situation and they're there for you no matter what's going on with you. I'm lucky enough to where I have a few people that definitely they get what I'm going through, and sometimes, and you know, they're patient, they get it, they don't force me. But you know, and it's different for different people. Sometimes people need to be helped, like guided to do some things, and sometimes it's like it's better just to let them be, because you can make things worse if you force them to do something they're not ready to do. And I think that's also important that people are aware of, especially dealing with anything with mental health, and be aware that what may work for somebody may not work for somebody else, because everyone is different. So it's the same thing of how they handle certain situations. But I feel like a common thing is that a lot of us that suffer from different things with depression and anxiety, and I'm assuming also with bipolar. I don't have bipolar, but I know a few people that do. when they go through their lows, it's the same thing. You know, they want to be isolated. They don't want to connect with the world. They want it to shut everybody out. They want to shut out such social media. And that's also part of the reason why I, had to take a step back from reactions. I had to really focus on myself and focus on, and I am so sorry if this is a trigger for anybody. I guess this is a trigger warning. I had to take a step back from social media in a big way, especially with reactions, because I needed to focus on my mental health, because I was getting really bad with my self-harming behaviors. And these are behaviors that I've had for a very long time, and I really needed to focus on them because they were getting really bad. So this is definitely bringing up a lot of things that I can relate to, and I'm sorry I paused so long, but I feel like anytime I listen to Citizen Soldier or a few other bands, it's really hard to not go into depth about certain, like, the lyrics that are being sung, because the meaning behind them are so emotionally, like, felt. I mean, you can feel the words, especially when you go through it. But also, I would like to note that I really like the beat of the song so far. The flow of it is really nice. So I don't know. I'm really digging it so far, and let's continue.
Don't pity me, here in my cage. The darkness is my one escape. I'd rather be numb every day than live with what's been done to me. Can you pull me under? Can you shut the world away? Just leave me lonely. I beg you, let me isolate. Can you pull me under? Lock me away where I am safe. Just leave me lonely. I beg you, let me isolate. Let me sleep. Nothing's real if I can't see. This world has been so cold to me. So leave me 6 feet deep. So leave me 6 feet deep. Just let me sleep.
Hold up. There's a lot in that, dude. And I also would like to mention that, it does bring up the issue of abuse. You know, abuse is a very common thing, unfortunately. And that's also something else that a lot of us who have gone through that, and depending on what kind of abuse it is, that's another thing that we all deal with differently. I had some stuff happen to me growing up, all before the age of 16. I had things go on, and I didn't talk about any of those things really until this year. And I'm 33 now. So I just turned 33 this year. So that's a long time to not really discuss these things. Now, I've had other types of relationships that had other types of abuse, like physical and verbal and emotional and things like that. But which was also traumatizing. I can definitely say that. But it never felt as bad as what happened to me as a kid. And I feel like it's been a very difficult year for me this year, because this year was the first time I really kind of addressed it. And I really was not fully prepared to address it. So it kind of slammed me into a very dark place. And, when it talks about going into a dark place, to me, like, when I'm in my dark place, that's where, like, what I call, like, the monster, which is my depression. That's where I feel like where it lives is the darkness. Like, there's this other side of me like that feels very like happy and bubbly and goofy and weird, and then there's this other side of me that's very dark and down and moody and irritable, and these other things that coincide with, you know, when you deal with different mental illness issues. So the song is hitting on a lot of things that I really wasn't expecting. I mean, the title Isolate, I was kind of thinking, okay, yeah, you're going to be talking maybe about being separated from other people, but I didn't know it was going to be going more into talking about specifics with abuse and things like that, and traumatic events. I was not expecting that part. So that threw me for a loop. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. And also the part when it mentions about, you know, going 6 feet. That's tough because, I mean, you're basically talking about, you know, possibly suicide. And suicide's also, you know, I'm going to say this. It's not the answer. And I can say that because, you know, I came very close to it. And actually, the closest I ever came to it was less than a month before my little brother committed suicide. And, you know, now I regret that decision that I did not go through with it. And I don't know why I didn't go through with it. But I feel like if I would have gone through with it, then maybe my brother wouldn't have. Because essentially, my brother, when he did that, it made me realize that that was not the answer for me. I never wanted to inflict the pain that my brother, of his loss, what happened, inflict on that on anyone else. There are certain things that I cannot unsee, I can't unhear, that it still haunts me with that experience. So I don't want to do that to anybody else. It's just it's tough. And so when it's talking about 6 feet under, I mean, that's, to me, it's like when you're talking about dying. That's how, dude, and that's how much isolation you want, is to be gone. Like, that's rough. And even when it talks about being numb, there's so many times, like, and especially with again, with my trigger warning, I feel like I have to say this because it's not something that's talked about often, and I didn't realize this until this year, that it is a topic that is not talked about often, with self-harming. Some people do not understand self-harming. They don't understand the reasons behind it, and they do not understand that there are different types of self-harming behaviors and different reasons why individuals do it. But part of it, with me at least, was to numb emotional pain, because then I could feel physical pain. Physical pain for me was easier to deal with than emotional pain. Or sometimes I would abuse with alcohol so I don't feel anything, to completely numb everything, to not feel anything. That's another thing. And these are self-harming behaviors. These are behaviors that are not healthy. And I don't want anyone to go down those paths. So if you are struggling, dude, reach out to me and I will talk to you. Like, we will talk about this. I will try to help the best I can with you guys. And also, just please don't struggle. I know that's hard to say because we all struggle with things, but please just keep fighting. That's all I can say, is just keep fighting. And I'll fight along with you. We will fight this war. Like, we will do these battles. We may lose some battles, but we will win the ultimate fucking war, alright? We will do this. And I'm going to continue, and we will finish this out. Let's go.
So leave me 6 feet deep. So leave me 6 feet deep. Just let me sleep. Can you pull me under? Can you shut the world away? Just leave me lonely. I beg you, let me isolate. Can you pull me under? Lock me away where I am safe. Just
That was a very powerful song. I am just gonna say that was very powerful. Um, I'll just leave it on their little Citizen Soldier thing. Um, I paused a lot. I didn't pause a lot, but when I did pause, it was for quite a while during this, and I feel like um it's hard not to talk about emotional things when you're listening to an emotional song. So, if anybody gets annoyed with my pauses, like, bro, like, don't watch a reaction video. I don't know. I can't tell you how many times I get comments about people saying, you pause too much. You talk too much. I'm like, watch the original video then. Like, I put the link in my description. Like, it's there. You don't have to watch my video. Like, it's fine. It's cool. You're not going to hurt my feelings. But if you're going to watch a reaction video, you have to expect the person's going to pause, the person's going to talk. Like, that's part of it. But especially when you're going into a subject that's about something with mental health, that is a very personal subject, and especially for somebody who, like me, who struggles with some mental health issues, that I try to be very open with it because I feel like I need to be. In a way, it's self-therapy for me to be more open about it, but also I feel like I'm hoping that it helps others know that they are not alone, because sometimes you can feel very alone. And I mean, the song Isolate, it's like sometimes, yeah, you want to be alone, but sometimes do you really want to be alone? Because sometimes it is better to have somebody, but then other times, yeah, you do want to be by yourself. And I can say that because I live with somebody. So with me living with somebody, there's lots of times where I'm just like, I need you to leave me alone and just give me my space and just leave me alone. And he knows to do that. He understands that we have this understanding, and he's good with that. And then after, like, for a bit, like, I'm good to go again. I feel better, and that's just how it is. And I feel like you really have to communicate with certain people about what you need, because you're the one that is struggling. And if people can't be there for you when you are struggling, then you need to find better people. Because when you are struggling, that is when you need people the most. And even though you want to isolate yourself and push them away and numb the pain and just be in the darkness and just shut everything out and just numb yourself, believe me, I know that feeling. But eventually you will want to climb out of that hole that you found yourself in. And you will want to see somebody. You will want to connect with somebody again. So you need to be able to have somebody there. And like I said, if anybody's struggling with anything, please reach out to me. I will be more than happy to talk to you guys. There's been some that I've talked to already, and honestly, I love the conversations because it helps me. It helps you guys. Like, it's just, I love the communication. It's a great community. And Citizen Soldier has helped with this community, and I'm so thankful for them. But this song, I have to vote. I can't believe I haven't even voted for it, because I'm just so was into this meaning of this song. Like, I was just forgot I have a vote. I have to do a thing that doesn't matter, but I still do it. I'm gonna vote it to be SPOICY because I really enjoyed the song. The song was an emotional song that hit in a very deep place for me personally, but I also liked the lyrics. I liked the flow of the song. The beat was great, and the hook was really catchy. So to me, it was a great song, and to me, it's one of their better ones, I would have to say. To me, it's like so far, it's in my top 5 of theirs. So we are going along there. But anyways, that is it for this reaction video. I hope you guys have a wonderful existence whatever time you're watching this. And like I said, if you need someone to talk to, please reach out to me. I have all my social media tags in my About Me section, and also I believe in the video description. So please reach out if you need someone. And yeah, so that's it. So, oh, one last thing before I forget. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, because those things are super duper important in the YouTube universe. That is my channel. So please do the things. And yeah, that's it. So peace out, Nug Gang. I am out. So boop.